Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Platinum Achievements Podcast. As always, I am Ray, and we're flying solo this week, yet again. We took last week off, in case you could not tell. My voice is not at 100%, and that's a healthy mix of, the high pollen, apparently, give me some allergic reaction. With a little postnasal drip. And I was going to record later in the week, but then my father-in-law first got COVID and then gave it to my wife. And then we're like 90% sure my son had it. And then, inevitably I probably had it for a day or so. So we're on the mend. It is currently April 22nd. And you officially have... Where is my remote? My mouse? Refresh the page. I don't think it makes a difference. You have 246 shopping days left until Christmas. God, my throat is killing me. But I'm going to power through for the people this week. You all, the people. I mean, I've had postnasal drip plenty of times, but this is the most painful it's been, where I swallow. You know what I'm saying? And whenever I swallow, it's like a burning sensation in like the back of my throat, like right where my head meets my spine. Or no, under my tongue area, like in between, like in the throat between the Adam's apple and the tongue, maybe. It's all over the place. It hurts though. It hurts. Let me just, as Sammy would say, crack open a cold one. A little bit of starry for me, you know what I'm saying? It's not, so it was helping for a little bit, but it's not helping so much no more. I want to say where to begin, but I know where to begin. Some changes are coming to the show. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail and by the title of the video, there's going to be some changes. And we're going to turn and face that strange together. Gary is taking a little bit of a break. How do I phrase this? He failed to send me our company mandated email of the 5 things he did this week. So, had to let him go, unfortunately. On a more serious note, and it's going to be, roughly the main topic of the video. Gary is pretty burnt out on trophies and achievement hunting, and in a sense, gaming in general. He wants to focus more on just actually playing games, which I completely understand. And the way he described to me is he's feeling a little overwhelmed, trophy and achievement wise. So, let me pull up his actual text, make sure I'm not misquoting my little boy. Where's my little Gare Bear? Let's see. He's going to take a multi-month hiatus from trophy and achievement hunting, and everything tied to it, including co-hosting the podcast. He's also been quiet on our Discord that we're in, the Trophy Talk podcast one. So I think he just cut off basically, everything trophy and achievement related, which I don't blame him. If you get in a certain mindset, and I think he definitely is, where he really focuses on them, and it kind of like not rules his life, but I'm definitely like that. I laser focus, and I can't stop thinking about achievements and trophies all day. But it's my only outlet. Currently, I know Gary's got a bunch of other interests as well, but he also wants to play, some older games, some things that are we not even? Am I recording? I swear to God, if I'm not recording, no, we're recording. I thought Audacity had like a little icon next to it. Anyway, he's got some other games that he wants to play and do things that aren't trophy and achievement related. And I understand. I respect that. I get it. I think he said he was turning off like the notifications on both systems to not pop achievements and trophies. And he's talked about doing that stuff before, but he's doing cold turkey right now. I've texted him a few times since, and he seems pretty good. hell's going on? Oh, it's just my laptop being loud. Okay. Yeah, he's playing. Let's see. He got an OG PS1 at his local retro store, so he's gonna be playing some of that, some Siphon Filter 1 and 2. We won't tell him, but they re-released those on the PlayStation. They got trophies now. And he wants to go back, and he's focusing on playing some AC Shadows, Man Who Erased His Name, and some Split Fiction. Yeah, so Godspeed, Gary. I told him before. He was floating around this idea before that he wanted to kind of take a break, and he was concerned about like if I'd still have him on the podcast. I'm like, my boy, of course. This podcast is more than just trophies and achievements. We like to talk about them and our journeys getting them. But at the same time, it's more just talking about games and hanging out with your friends, you know? And talking about, some game news and just what we think about it. So, whenever he wants to return, I will embrace him with open arms. But he will be backlogged on getting me, depending on how many weeks he takes, I'll need 5 items per week that he's accomplished. So, 5 times however many weeks. Could be 25 items. He has to tell me what he's accomplished. I don't know. Let me take another swig. Oh, man. Man, I am so tired from having... I don't know for certain if I had COVID this time, but, if Amanda had it and Sammy got sick too, and my father-in-law had it, we live with him. I think it's safe to assume that your boy also got it. And I've had it before, and it didn't feel as bad this time, but who knows? I mean, I haven't done the booster in like a year, maybe 2 years. So, oh man, we're taking it day by day, and work's been not tough. I've been trying to focus more on work as well. I can actually do a couple things from home now, which is pretty cool. It's helpful with time management wise while I'm in the office. And I don't really know what else to say other than, Gary, get the help you need, brother. Come back to our our calling to hunt achievements and trophies. Our God-given calling. And yeah, whenever he comes back, he'll be like I said, welcome back with open arms. Now, the plan going forward, I am going to be doing the shows individually, keeping it up as best I can with a weekly cadence. Won't be as long as before. There's no way I could just ramble by myself for like 2 hours, or an hour and a half or whatever. We're probably going to at most hit like a 45-minute cadence. And the plan going forward is I have 2, potentially 3 people in mind to join up on the podcast. I believe they will require some strong arming, though. A lot of phlegm in my throat. Hang on. Oh, man. So, yeah, I got some boys in mind, potentially a girl, to hop on and do some episodes with me. And sadly, none of them are Sammy. He's doing good. He's laying down in his room. He's gonna go to bed soon. Let me actually. Where's my phone? Let me check on him. He's doing pretty good. Getting them words down. He's just playing on his bed. He's doing good. He's playing with some cars. I think he's got a Jackson Storm in one of the Japanese cars. And yeah, so I got plans for a couple fill-in guests. Potentially, if they enjoy it, more permanent guests. And then when Gary comes back, who knows? We'll do maybe like maybe some 3-person episodes. I don't know. And so there's plans. I'd also like to commit to doing one thing per month to improve the podcast. My goal next month is to... I've committed to this before, but I'll do it again. I want to commit to having some sort of like music, like a theme song. Doggy do it. I'm not crying, by the way. I'm rubbing my eye, and I guess my sinuses are flaring up. I'm doggy do it composing music. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And then down the road, maybe a Discord for just people that want to come hang out, talk trophies and achievements. Oh, burp too. Oh man. But yeah, there's plans. I wanna commit to doing at least one thing to, and who knows, one of those months could just be actually get on a consistent schedule. The goal is always Wednesday mornings, but that's easier said than done some weeks. Oh, I forgot to mention another thing that will make it easier. For those of you who didn't know, I think we've talked about it a couple times. Gary's on that West Coast, and I'm on the East Coast, so the time difference is also a little tough for us. The quote unquote replacements, and sadly, I don't mean Keanu Reeves or Rise Ifans. The replacements are all East Coasters, so we'd be on the same time frame, timetable, time zone. So, a little housekeeping for you guys. But let's move on. I think I covered basically everything I wanted to. Gary gone. Also, I think the thumbnail's pretty choice. I had a fun time setting that up, making that one. So Gary gone. Welcome back whenever. He's taking a break for his own well-being. Can't blame him. It happens. And I fully support it. I've definitely had my fair share of times where I was like, why the hell am I even doing this? You know what I mean? So, let's move on to what I have been playing. Have I touched? I can't remember if I've played PlayStation recently. Do not go to the store. Where is my trophies? Trophies, I'm currently sitting at 127 platinums, 840 gold, 1124 silver, and 2619 bronze. I don't think there's been any improvement there at all. Yeah, I don't think I've touched PlayStation at all. That's mostly because I've been focusing on the Xbox side of things. So let's go back to see what I've been playing. That might get me in trouble. Currently sitting at 736,600 achievements. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Did I? I'm pretty sure I talked about this last time. When did I finish this game? 412. No, so I guess not. I completed Harold Halibut. Definitely recommend. It's a slower game, but it's a gorgeous game. The story's good. I really enjoyed it. It's a generation ship game, a generation ship story where part of humanity left Earth to be amongst the stars. I think there was like a problem with the Earth. I forget, but they went out, and then the Earth said, "Hey, you can come back. We're all good." So they're trying to figure out a way to get back. There's a big conspiracy, which was pretty interesting. And along the way, your boy Harold, who's like a lab assistant slash, I guess maintenance man, janitor. I wouldn't call him a janitor or custodian. I think he's more just like a general maintenance man. He discovers a fish being and then tries to nurse the fish being back to health. Well, I was gonna say something, but it might be a little spoilery, so I won't do that. And then there's like a sharing of cultures and learning. It's pretty interesting. Like we've said, the art style claymated, it's gorgeous. It is a beautiful looking game. And it wasn't a hard completion at all. It doesn't take long. The hardest part, I would say, is making sure you don't miss any multi-chapter achievements, including the notebook collectibles that you got to find by talking to people. It's very much talking to people. There's a little bit of puzzles in some areas. The puzzles aren't super descriptive on what to do, so it's a little confusing at times. Especially the filtration puzzle. Found that very confusing. And yeah, it's such a good game. I highly recommend Harold Halibut. Unfortunately, left Game Pass, but I believe you can pick it up for, I think it's like $35. And it might be on PlayStation Plus at this point. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. I'll Google it real quick for you guys. because I know it just left Game Pass, and usually games do not go on both services at the same time. Oh, it's outside. Harold Halibut. PS Plus. Is it on there? Harold Halibut. 2 weeks ago, someone mentioned Harold Halibut as a prediction, so I'm guessing it's not on there. Okay. Well, it's not on there. $35. Why is it saying 35 to 39.99 on PlayStation? I didn't think there was a price discrepancy. Don't want to rate. Is there a $39.99 version? I'm not seeing anything. Looking at PlayStation, I don't see nothing. Anyway, highly recommend. $35. Not a terrible price. If you got the money, I would say it's probably worth it. It's hard to say that though, because I didn't pay anything for it. You know, it's hard to say that for other people. I mean, you only know what your dollar is worth. You know what I mean? But anyway, we did Harold Halibut. I played a little more Shotgun King. I don't believe. Did I? Oh, I did get. I got another achievement in Shotgun King for beating Throne mode, which is the main roguelike campaign in Shotgun King. I beat it with a certain shotgun, so that's cool. The Ramses too. I found the game to be pretty easy with the Ramses too. So, again, Shotgun King. It's gonna take a while. Then I actually started South of Midnight. Very fun game. Very fun video gamey game where you're playing in the bayous of Louisiana. I think I've got to I'm on chapter 5. Yeah, I finished chapter 4. I got I think his name's Crouton. He's your little buddy. And honestly, that kind of slowed the game down a little bit for me. And so far, so good. I like the combat. I like the story. The art style is gorgeous again as well. A little disorganized or disorientating when it's going from like the stop motion animation to the more fluid frame rate. Like it does they have during cutscenes, and I think when you idle too, you have like a stop motion animation kind of look to you. And then when you're actually in action moving, it's normal, whatever that means. It's not stop motiony. Combos are cool. The combat's, like I said, pretty fun. Traversal's pretty. It just feels like an old school video game, like just a fun platformer. And it's a great release from Microsoft. But then the main thing that I was playing, I have a trip coming up in a couple weeks. Is it a couple weeks still? Like maybe 2 weeks. And I'll go over in a second because I've got questions for you, the audience. And actually, we have an audience question. It was supposed to be for an older episode. I think it was the last one Gary was on, actually. Or it was the one right after. And I guess I just forgot to address the question. So I'll address the question. But I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Now, I've already completed Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist on my Xbox. But I don't know what it was. I think it was when I I read online that there's an Exodia deck you can use that just like flies you through the game basically. So I was luckily like only 2 or 3 cards short of being able to build the deck. And it was really cool because it came down to my last like credits and my last booster pack, and then I got it, which is dope. Got every card I needed. And I've just been plowing through this game. I think I've done like 200 duels since I started playing it again in... Let's see, when did I pick it back up? 416 maybe? 416. Is that really it? 416. Oh, I've only been playing it for a week. Mike, it feels like forever. I've been playing this game. It's literally just me burning through cards because that's what the Exodia deck does. And especially in the like everything after the Yu-Gi-Oh. First of all, the Yu-Gi-Oh anime was the only one I watched, the first one. And I loved it. Of course, the show makes no sense, but I loved it. And I never watched 5Ds. No, GX. I never watched. And GX I can still handle. 5Ds I think is where they introduce a new summoning, and I've not really done it that much. Let me see. It should tell me somewhere in here. Oh, I think that's where they introduced XYZ summons. Okay, I have no idea what the hell XYZ. So basically, anything after the base, essentially the base game, I just have no idea how to do any of it. Synchro summons. There's another summon I don't care. Oh, pendulum. I'm just like, forget you guys. And I had built my own deck in the game. I'm like, I'm just gonna come at you guys like I would normally, and I get stomped every time. So I was like, that's when I put it down. Then I discovered the Exodia deck, and I've been steamrolling through this game so much. I think I need to do. Oh, I might be at 250. I think left 250 duels. Duels usually take around 5 minutes or so, I would say. And you can, with the Exodia deck, you can usually win the match within your first 3 turns, sometimes on your first turn. And it's all about just pulling cards out and getting cards out of your deck as fast as you can, pretty much. And I love it. It's a good deck. It's monotonous, it's boring, but then you get that sweet Exodia animation when he summons. It's pretty cool. Sammy likes it too. He likes to imitate Exodia. And that's mostly what I've been playing in the past couple weeks. And that'll lead me into my trip. So my work is sending me back up to upstate New York, the Rochester area. And we have an office up there. My boss is actually works out of that office. So she wants me up there as just kind of like a refresher for like training. So cool, whatever. The best part is it's how do I say this? Everything's comped by, well, everything within reason is comped by my work. So like any meals, the hotel is covered by them. My rental car, which I'll get another rental car. I've got to actually schedule a rental car. Enterprise, they'll pick you up. Used to work for Enterprise. It sucked. I can't recommend it. But I think they changed a lot of things since I worked there. God, at the time it was a terrible job. Like there was like barely any training. It was, they put me in a dealership like 40 minutes from my house. I had to be there at 6 in the morning, so I had to wake up at 5. And this was before I found out I had blind boy issues. This job was actually what made me discover that. The pay was really good though. I will say that. But you were also working like a lot of overtime. Like I was pushing, I think there were some weeks I did like 60 hours. And you had to work like some Saturdays. Sundays, I believe they were off though. So I only lasted like 2 months there. My sister-in-law got me a job and it was good when I first got here, but I did not last there at all. Let's see. Where was I going with this? I don't remember where I was going with that. Anyway, worked at Enterprise. They're good for rental cars. But I'm driving up to upstate New York. It's a 6-hour drive. It's such a nice 6-hour drive too. So I'll be going up there, I think on, I don't even, yeah, I'll be going up there in a couple weeks. And I'll be staying in a nice hotel. And then I'll be working. And then going back to the hotel. And there's nothing else to do up there. So what I did last time was I just watched a bunch of movies. This time, I'm thinking about bringing a game console. One, because then I can watch actual physical Blu-rays up there. But also get some gaming in. So my question is, which console should I bring up? And do you trust internet Wi-Fi? Because I could bring either the PS5, I could bring the Xbox Series, or I could bring the 360. And I have games I could play on all of them. And there's games that I want to play on all of them. But I'm just not sure. So let me know in the comments which console I should bring. Because my front runner right now is... The front runner is the 360 because it would be the easiest to replace. And... Oh man, I'm tired. getting hot up here. Weather's a changing. But there's also some physical games that I want to play on the 360 and some digital games I want to get through. Let's see, the Saboteur I would bring up. Sneak King I think would be fun. Dust and Elysian Tale is a digital game that I have that I'd really want to work on. But then we go over to the PlayStation 5 side. Gray Skies, which I might actually try to bang out before I go. Because it's not a long game. It's a War of the Worlds kind of walking sim puzzle game. I did Darker Skies. I didn't realize there was a first one. I have to install Gray Skies, actually. But Gray Skies, that's really the one that comes to mind. But then on the Xbox One side, there's no, on all the consoles, there's no shortage of games I could play and preload and be ready. But the internet might be of a concern. And even still, I might just bring my laptop and try to do Hellblade on the PC, because I started that, but I just never finished it. And then what's the Halo game I have on here? Halo Spartan Strike. Might try to work on that one too. So I'm not sure which one I want to go with yet. I'm really not sure. If you want to give me your opinion, go down in those comments. Let me know. What are we at time-wise? What are we at? It's like riding a bicycle. You never get ahead of podcast. Okay. So let's move on, I think, to my main topic, which is, of course, related to Gary. Burnout and how to avoid it. Because when you've been doing this long enough, trophy hunting, achievement hunting, gaming, you're going to feel burnout. And especially trophy and achievement hunting, because I feel like we kind of make it a job within the hobby. I know I certainly do, and I kind of enjoy it. Keeps me motivated to play different games and everything. But there are some times where I'm just like, this just feels like work. I've turned a corner on that. Like, there's the heavy grinds where I'm just like, it's like the Gears 3. I really wanted to buckle down last year and get a bunch of Onyx medals, but I got a few, and then I was going through the motions, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling this right now. So I just put it down. That's the important thing. One of the important things is to not just like burn yourself out for the sake of it. Big grinds like that, you just chip away at. If I didn't have the Exodia deck, or it didn't work as well as it does, I probably would have just done like 10 duels a night, called it a night, and then just, chipped away at it like that. But the deck works really good in the Yu-Gi-Oh game. The game's broken up into like 30-ish dual segments. So that's also a good way to kind of break it up too. And yeah, the burnout happens to all of us. What helps me particularly is I have, we'll split it up. I have 3 consoles that I can draw from. So if I'm getting burnt out by something on the Xbox One side, or Xbox Series or whatever, we'll just call it Xbox side, I could go to the 360 and play some older games that I missed. Saboteur, hello. God, I do really want to play that. I got a bunch of 360 games on the shelves. My goal is to, when I go up to Rochester, is to kind of just like chip away at my backlog of movies and games. More movies. And then when I come home, I get to take them all off my shelf and put them into storage, and then I feel like I'm accomplishing things. I'm also going to bring some books up. See how scattered I am? But then, if I get tired of the 360 side or get tired of the Xbox side, I can go over to PlayStation. And there's a whole other ecosystem to engage with and some exclusives. So, yeah. That's kind of... Oh, there were news stories I want to talk about too. But man, I'll do the news after the main topic. So the burnout. And then I'll also do the question. Let me pull the question up, actually. So that way I just have it ready. So burnout. The best way I find to honestly not get burnout, like honestly the best way to, aside from just not focusing on achievements and trophies, because I'm not capable of that, is to honestly change your goal. That's probably the best advice, and easier said than done. For achievements in particular, and even trophies. Well, let's focus on achievements first. Gamer score. You want to see that gamer score rise, baby, right? but sometimes you get burnt out by that while you're playing the game, right? So the goal that I found that actually works the best for me, and this is for both achievements and trophies, is I don't go to necessarily raise my gamer score, raise my platinum number, my trophy numbers. I don't even know what you really focus on. I don't know what you focus on PlayStation anymore because you don't get a platinum for every trophy or for every game. Um, but I really just focus on picking a game, and if I'm enjoying it, 100%ing it. Because I'm much more into just 100%ing games at this point than raising gamer score, raising trophy amounts. Um, where's our questions? There we go. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Is Sammy asleep? I don't hear movement. No, of course not. He's sitting in bed. It looks like he's doing a little reading. Good on you, buddy. So, did he? No, he's still in there. Okay. Yeah, I just go for 100% completions within reason, and that really seems to just be like my best, the best goal I can go for because at least on the achievement side, the 100%s, they will, they will come. The gamer score will come. PlayStation side, the trophies will come. But changing your goal, whether it be maybe you weren't focused on just getting sheer gamer score, and that's what you want to do. Maybe you wanted to get more platinums. Some other goals that I'm not singularly focused on just the 100%, even though that's how I know when a game's done. But I like to. I'm also kind of in a weird phase on PlayStation where I kind of want to try to get, and it won't happen easily. I want to get more golds than bronzes. I'm not at the point where I would do like a bunch of shovelware games because that's the easiest way I think to do it. But I do have some games. I mentioned Gray Skies. I think Gray Skies actually has all golds. Let me look that up actually. I think it's all gold trophies and then a bronze. Gray Skies trophy guide. Let's see. Gray Skies trophy. Good enough. Yeah, Gray Skies can be done in like an hour and a half. Gray Skies, 11 gold, no silver, no platinum, or no bronze, 1 platinum. Oof. Oh yeah. I like that. I do like that. Not a hard completion either. Let me get another drink. So yeah, having or changing your goals. That's a big one. Um, I don't like solely focusing on just let's get as many platinums because like I said, not every game has platinum. Some are just 100%. I want to give those games love too. And even on the Xbox side, if you're just going for straight gamer score, you could do it. It's not as entertaining for me anymore, and I'm closing in on a million. Especially once you hit a million, I don't know. I feel like it would lose some of its luster to me. And the very weird thing is, maybe it's just because I'm coming from the Xbox side, but looking at PlayStation, I'm like getting 1,000 platinums, which I've basically done. Have I gotten 1,000? I don't think. Let me check. I don't think I've gotten 1,000 platinums. No, because 1,000 platinums would be the equivalent of a million gamer score in some sense, I believe. Where do I check my? Where do I check my? Where do I check my stuff? Email. I don't know my password. Forget it. Huh. But yeah, that's the equivalent for me, and I mean that's cool. But at that point, I feel like you've done it. Like you beat the niche hobby game. So yeah, what else to say? I don't think there's much else to say. Burnout is real. Don't push yourself too hard to do it. If you're feeling burnout, change your goals. Um, Change what you're shooting for. That usually helps me. Um, while also still being able to, feel like I'm progressing towards completing or getting trophies and achievements. I really just like to focus on 100% in games. That's basically it. Now, let's go on to let's do some let's do some news. There's been a lot of news recently. Most of them are quick hits. True achievements. Let's start here. Doom: The Dark Ages Xbox controller reportedly on the way. Oh wait, this is old news actually. Because they actually showed the controller. Let me see if I can find it. It's a really dope looking. Where is it? Why can't I find it? Whatever. I'll find the pictures. I think I have a picture actually. I'll try to yeah, I'll get the picture. I'll put it up right here so you can get a look at it. I really like the base Xbox controller. I'm not as big a fan of the Elite controller, and even though the wrap looks cool that goes around your Xbox, I really wish they would stop doing wraps and just do like actual special edition consoles. I understand the concept behind the wrap. It was a cool concept. I just don't think in implementation it works as well. It just gives me a feeling that's gonna overheat my console. So, actually, I'm gonna look up the Doom stuff real quick. Let me grab a picture. Google. Okay, there's like a Doom controller. Is wait for it. Yep, that's good. Saved. That went in the wrong folder. Whatever. I know there's not enough cloud storage. I know. Anyway, next news story. Keep an eye out on this one. This is gonna require because I haven't seen any update on this. Does this give an update? Let me double check because this hasn't been fixed. Where's my controller? Ah shit, it's way over there. I'll be right back, guys. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. As far as I know, there hasn't been an update on this one. And where the fudge are my glasses? There. Can't see anything without my glasses. Metro 2020 or Metro 2033 Redux devs, they're putting the game up for free on Xbox. I don't believe it's on PlayStation. I think it's on Xbox and PC. They're doing it. I'm gonna head into the store. Take a look. Bear with me. No, still not on sale. They're supposed to be giving it away for free. They had some issues with setting it up, at least on the Xbox side. Issues not resolved in time for this offer. We are investigating the cause. Oh, yeah, there was an issue somewhere, either on their side or Xbox's side. I'm gonna go into their X account. Apologies. This issue was not resolved in time for this offer. We are investigating the causes and will repeat the offer for our Xbox players in the near future. We do not want you to miss out. Stay tuned. I believe it was for the game's anniversary. Yeah, it was their 15th anniversary, so they were giving away Metro 2020 or Metro 2033 Redux for free, which is cool. And there was an issue. I'm not mad at anybody about it. I'll get the game when I get the game. And I know I tried a Metro game and I didn't really like it, but I'd be willing to try this one, give it another shot. So keep an eye out on 4A Games' Twitter. They'll let you know. Or keep an eye out on True Achievements. I'm sure there'll be a story with an update. Or just periodically check back on your Xbox uh, access point of choice. I guess it would have to be the actual Xbox. Maybe. I don't know how this works anymore. Keep an eye out for that, though. I sure will be. Another big thing, Pushware, and I mean everyone already knows this, but PlayStation Plus and console prices are increasing in a lot of places. I'll give you a guess as to why, or two guesses. Granted, the economies are being messed up all over the place, not just because of the tariffs that President Trump is trying to impart, but that's definitely a contributing factor. America seems to be like the last holdout of places not being affected by this yet. And that's probably because they have a stockpile here in the US now because they anticipated the tariffs being a thing, so they wanted to get as much in as they could before they had to raise the prices again. I mean, as far as the PlayStation Plus side, that doesn't really make sense, but it's coming. So probably gonna want to stock up on your years. I don't really have the cash flow to do that, so I may just have to bite the bullet. I was very against this most recent update, and then I realized how many games I had that would be taken away from you. And also the cloud storage, I forgot that was a component. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about news-wise. We'll go back to True Achievements, see if there's anything out here. Oh, I forgot the big one. Oblivion Remastered Elder Scrolls 4 Shadow dropped today. Pretty cool. I have it in one of my fantasy leagues. Pretty exciting. It looks good. I have no time to play it, but I'm interested. I should probably finish Skyrim first. But that's really cool. I owned Oblivion for like a hot minute and I just never played it. And then I sold it or traded it in or something. And then I played Skyrim. I beat it, but I haven't completed it. And then I think I've played. My buddy Christian lent me his Game of the Year edition of Morrowind. And at some point I traded that into GameStop. Sorry, Krish. Sorry. But yeah, that was a hot minute ago. I think what happened was I played the game, right? And then for Morrowind, I found like my first teacher in his little house and I attacked him and I messed up the save system. So I literally was like I think I was soft locked out of the game, at least to my understanding back then. So that sucked. But hopefully it's not something that happens in Oblivion. And the remake looks good. Or the remaster looks good. So go pick that up. It's on Game Pass. It's on PlayStation. Like they put it everywhere. Good on them. I like that. Everyone gets to play the games where they want to play the games. What else? How have I been going? Damn, it's just flowing at me tonight. Let's check on Junior. Let's do a little Sammy watch. Sam Watch 2025. He's in bed. He's got. What has he got? Is he not in bed? It's tough to tell. He hides it everywhere now. Is him under that bed? No, he's not under a bed. I think he might be asleep. And it's only 9:30. Shaboy. You know what I'm saying? It's great. So I'm going to lower my voice a little bit while we finish it out here. We are mere days away from Expedition 33 launching. I'm so excited for that game. I'm actually kind of devastated. I forgot how close it was coming out to my trip. So honestly, that might seal it for me. I might bring the Xbox Series X up there, but I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure. Because even though I love the Xbox, I do like I like taking my PlayStation vacations where I just and I mean it used to be that I would hop online, I'd talk to my buddy Christian all the time and whoever else, my friend Jimmy or Dan or whoever. We don't hop on Xbox Live parties. Eric too. But ever since having a kid, it just stopped. Like I isolated completely because you kind of have to because you can't be too loud clearly with a kid and you got to be quiet sometimes and it's not as conducive to a party system. So I really cut myself off. So I really just isolate completely. But I used to like take months off where I would just play a PlayStation game, just not talk to anybody. It was magical. Uh, Homie. So I don't know what to do with my life anymore. Um, Clay Obscure Expedition 33, rare instance where it's coming to Game Pass. I'm going to play the Game Pass version, but I'm also picking up a physical game because I want to support them. The game looks great. Um, yeah. What else to say? Um, is there more news stories? Probably. I feel like those are the bigger ones. Um, yeah. That's all I really want to talk about this week. Oh, there's Vin Diesel. Oh, he's coughing. Yeah, Sammy's got a cough that keeps waking him up. Where's my phone? I'll take a look at him. He's in his bed somewhere. He's got to be. Yeah, he's not on a small bed, so he's in his big boy bed. Oh, okay. What's this? Um, I'm sorry. Got an email from Amazon. Let's see. What else? Oh, we'll do. Why can't I get stop pinning things? We'll do the viewer question and we'll sign off. This comes from our boy King6969. And this is in reference to I made like a request for question saying like if you're feeling nasty, leave us a question and he says, what's the nastiest thing you have done in real life that you have also done in a game? Oof. Um huh. Nastiest thing. I'm trying to think because I don't think it's particularly nasty. But we'll start off with the baseline of I've probably kissed, not like made out with. I probably like kissed like a friend, like a guy friend as a joke, maybe. More than likely just on the cheek. I don't think I've ever done lip to lip with a boyo. I don't think so. But if you count the cheek kiss, I did have to kiss a guy in Bully Scholarship Edition for an achievement called Over the Rainbow, which oddly enough, not on the PS2 port. I was kind of surprised you didn't have to do that. But the nastiest thing, and I wouldn't even consider that nasty, but like, I mean, let me look up some, like, what are some gross achievements? Google gross Xbox achievements. Um, I can't really think of like what's a. Maybe it's something in. When I think gross, it's got to be something in like one of the South Park games, right? Let's see. True achievements. Let's look up South Park. Let's see. I'm gonna scan my list right now, see if there's anything that kind of pops out at me. I'm trying like gross. I didn't. What the hell? Mad Streets. That was quick. Gross. Nothing in Wolfenstein hops that like jumps to mind. Or not gross, nasty is what it is. Uh, yeah, I mean the boy kissing's probably the like quote unquote nastiest thing I've done. But again, I don't consider that nasty. It's gotta be. What was an Adios? Adios was an interesting game. No, nothing in here. Looks to be rough. It's gotta be. It's gotta be like a South Park thing. Let's look up South Park games. Oh, the only South Park game I haven't completed is Tenderman's Revenge. Let's go classic. Let's look at a um. Let's go tower defense play. Um, interesting. No, nothing there. Stick of Truth. Whew. Everyone South Park is your friend. Collection Pokemon. You interrupted 5 channel attacks. It's tough because I could list gross things I've done, but things that I've done in both game and hmm, I've definitely uh, um yeah, it would probably be in a South Park. There's a lot of farting achievements, and I like to fart. So I definitely farted on my dog, but not while in gnome form. But if I just, I'm not the tallest dude, but I'll count that. It's called dog whistle. I farted on my dog before. Um, farted on everybody in the game. I farted on, aside from my father-in-law, I've probably farted on everybody in this house for sure. Dog, Sammy accidentally. Um, sadly, I've not befriended my father yet. Working on it. Let's see. I bit a kid once in middle school. He was choking me, so I bit him. I'm sure there's a biting achievement somewhere in a game. Definitely have not joined the KKK, Cartman. Wait, isn't the KKK means something else in the game, I believe. So yeah. Um, stay down. Farted on 10 enemies in the world that were knocked out. I've probably farted under the blanket. Oh, animal cruelty, farted on animals 25 times. I've definitely farted on my dog and my now deceased cat and my deceased dog. I've probably farted on them total at least 25 times. Flung a turd at your own creation at an enemy. I'd never thrown my poo poo, but I have done the cup fart and I put it in like Amanda's face. Oh, Canadian handshake. You farted on people 100 times. I've definitely farted on Amanda 100 times. For sure. There it is. Canadian handshake. That's what it is. That's the nastiest thing I've done in person and for an achievement. That was a fun exercise. And with that, our time comes to a close this week. Thank you for listening. If you go down, play the algorithm game, give me a like, a follow, share with a game loving friend, give us a good rating on all the platforms, and let me know down in the comments what I should take with me up on my Rochester vacation. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great week and weekend. Goodbye. Burped, sorry. Goodbye.